Howdy, howdy. Welcome to Plan, Build, Repeat. Today I am working on a little notebook box out of a cheap notebook from Hobby Lobby. Tools for this, I will be using a drill with a 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch brad point bit, a jeweler's saw with a spiral cut blade and a straight cut blade, a holder for a hacksaw blade, and a coarse hacksaw blade for it, Phillips head screwdriver, adjustable crescent, dividers set to 3/8 of an inch, and assorted 1/4 20 hardware. That's the tool, so let's go. To start off, I'm scribing around the perimeter of the plywood panel with the calipers set again to 3/8 of an inch. This is a number I just pulled out of the air to define the thickness of the walls of the book box. It seems to work well for this thickness of book. This will be the line that guides the drilling for the bolt holes as well as the holes for the corner radius, as well as it will be the line that I saw to as I'm cutting the perimeter. The bolt holes provide clamping pressure as I'm shifting the clamps around. The book has to stay clamped together throughout the cutting and drilling procedure. Otherwise, the pages won't cut well, they'll tear and shift all over the place, and it just won't be a good time for anybody. So they're bolted together, they're nice and secure, and even when I'm shifting the clamps around, everything stays put. The paper really does not like to drill. I don't know if I didn't have it clamped tightly enough, but it does not act like wood. The bits heat up more, saw blades snap. It's just not fun to deal with. But it does machine pretty cleanly, so it does have that going for it. The corner radius, these holes that I'm drilling currently, are to eliminate stress risers in the corners. That will help the book not to rip or deteriorate in use. They also give me nice areas to run out the saw into while I'm cutting the perimeter. Throughout this process, I was breaking so many saw blades. I pivoted back and forth between a spiral cut jeweler's saw blade and a slightly bent 23,000th 12 TPI saw blade. It was bent so that I had a little extra clearance. Didn't have to actually use the gullet of my saw. I could just turn it sideways. And it's very slow cutting. These thin blades I thought would do really well, but they cut very slowly. This footage is sped up somewhere between 15 and 25 times. So yeah, it was a process. Work holding is a big deal in a shop. Even having just an apartment workshop, having a set of clamps and a general purpose vise is just a great boon to the making endeavor. These 4 clamps were not terribly expensive, and well, they're about that quality, but they're what I need, and they get the job done. I think I lost footage somewhere in here of one of the edges being cut. Yeah, right here. I used the hacksaw blade in just a pull type holder, so I didn't have to have the full high tension frame. And I cut out that third edge as well as that curve around my bolts to the other edge. And there's that plug of wood and paper bolted together. That was really satisfying. And the final side, you should be able to see this coarser blade with deeper gullets cuts much faster. And as far as I could tell, it didn't have a noticeable effect on the quality of the cut. Here's the finished book. As you can see, the pages are unmodified, or the edges appear unmodified at least, but it is a hollow book with loose pages. And that was really the goal of this exercise, to have a book that didn't have any sort of binder on the pages, so the pages could flip, but still be able to have a secret book box. Thanks for watching.